Hi everyone. Thanks for joining my 7 p.m. bi-weekly manifestation class. We shall call this a class. Actually, I want to message someone to join. It's a friend of mine said they were interested in just listening to this live. Okay. How are you guys doing? I don't know how many of you are part of my manifestation program, but I hold this twice a week for people who are part of my program. And of course, you're very welcome to join even if you're not, just to learn about what we do, just to talk about what you've been manifesting, how your journey has been. If you guys don't know us, we're a group of manifestors that come together. We do the same program. We do the same affirmations. And we produce results. Hi, Ashley. How are you? I didn't see you on the live yesterday, but I'm sure you were working. I do at 12 p.m. on Monday for people, mostly for people in Europe, because we have a few people in the program who are in Europe. So I wanted to sort of come on the live today and talk about thoughts, the emails that I received, because everybody who's in my program pretty much emails me their success stories. And we have a weekly challenge as well. No flamingo yet. Okay, you got your turtles. That's so amazing. So people in my group are manifesting whatever the instructions are. So we starting with the small manifestations, right? Because it's easier to convince your mind that everything works when you do it with the small, insignificant things, right? So we have turtles, flamingos, and all sorts of things. And the majority of the group is manifesting it. Of course, you can start today. You can start anytime. The link is in my bio. The price is symbolic. And you know what? I was actually thinking I got to increase the price of this thing because people aren't taking it seriously. You know what I mean? This is serious work. Like we're riding on the energy of the group of the people who are taking it seriously. I priced it symbolically so that everybody can do it. You know, it's not one of those $100 programs or what have you. Guys, you got to give value for value. That's fine. It's like $14. Let's just do it. Get with a group. Would like to be a part of your group. Please just join anytime. The link is in my bio. The cost is symbolic, like I said, but you got to commit to do the work in the worksheet and with a group on the lives. I provide consistent support to everybody who actually wants to learn. All you have to do is want to do this. If you're tired of status quo, if you're tired of having random thoughts and producing random results, let's get focused and organized. So I actually read a study that said we have about 30 thoughts per minute, 30 different thoughts. If you want to join, the link is in my bio. The price is very symbolic. You have to commit to doing the work. So I know a lot of people it's serious work and we have fun too. Yeah, exactly. Because we have fun manifesting random things, right? But you have to do the same affirmations as everybody else. I only respond to emails from people who are in my group, obviously. Again, the cost is very symbolic. It's just one-time fee of $15 just to get going here. And we are having a lot of fun. So many people manifested their turtle. I forgot to tell you, I told you guys on yesterday's live about how I manifested the, I don't have it here. Darn it. How I manifested the $500, but I didn't show you the turtle. Anyways, it popped up randomly on my computer. Quite a few people have seen turtles live, like real turtles. Somebody messaged me and said, I don't remember when I last saw a turtle, like a live turtle. It was probably when I was a child, but I saw one when you told me to see one. You even dreamt about it. You dreamt of the turtle. So, you know, this week's challenge is an unexpected call from somebody. A very, very unexpected has to be, okay? Don't think about anybody in particular. Just be surprised of what comes. And a flamingo. So flamingo, an unexpected call. 3 people already manifested it from yesterday's live. So let's see. Hi, Tanya. How are you? I have something here just to read you, just a couple of, I don't want to bore you with too many. Hi, Mona. Hope you have a beautiful day. My manifestation task is done. The image of the flamingo I saw in my daughter's room, and I received an Instagram offering where I have been gifted a book for free. In the past, I put in my mind to buy this book, but now they just gave it to me for free. Actually, I got 2 different desired books, so double received. We talked about double manifestation. So that one's done. Another one who sent me a Starbucks gift card, the $5. If you guys don't know what it is, when somebody in my group has something happen to them that's highly beneficial and very unexpected, they send me a $5 Starbucks gift card, only if they want to, but most people want to anyways. Again, I'm not accepting from anybody except people who are doing the program, and it has to be something amazing happening to them, right? So she sent me this because she says, I'm reaching out to let you know I send you a Starbucks gift card because I manifested the $500 worth of high-end products, and now I'm looking forward to the flamingo. And somebody else said, I manifested seeing a friend that I have not seen in over 5 years. So I am very excited since yesterday. So you see how much more in tune you are. 3 people have already manifested this week's challenge. So guys, it's not hard. It's not hard, but don't look for it. Don't look for it at all. Let it flow to you. Let it come to you. Again, it's the flamingo and an unexpected call. When you get it, please let me know. Send me an email. That's again, it's for people who are doing the challenge, the 60-day challenge in my bio. So today I want to talk about a bit more about how we need to control the randomness of our thought process, right? So if we think 30 thoughts about 30 different things per minute, imagine, and thoughts are things and they create. Imagine how mixed up your creation is. And thanks God, we're working with a very, very intelligent formless substance that manifests things for us into 3D, but it has to take the input from our thoughts, right? And because it takes the input from our thoughts, life is very random because we have very random thoughts. And many times I think this formless substance is really like, it's gotta have a benefic, like it's gotta look at us in a way. It can't really just be neutral, right? Because I feel like many of us are protected from our thoughts. Just something to think about, right? So, if you're going to do one thing in your manifestation practice is to control your thoughts. How do you do that? You have a daily practice where you're very focused on reaffirming your identity, such that we're doing in the 60-day challenge in my bio, or the meditation that you do, your meditations that you're doing in order to calm your mind and calm your thoughts. I do have a manifestation concepts meditation that everybody who's doing the challenge has to listen to. Anyways, you're welcome to listen to it. It's on my YouTube page. It's free. And that's under the same handle as this. So I wanted to talk a bit more about that because a lot of people are emailing me and telling me, I don't know what's happening to my mod, but how do I mute this guy? I'm not sure. Okay, I got rid of him. I don't permit anyone to get on this live and distract us. So I don't want to, yeah, you muted him, but I already blocked him. So you see, cause now I'm like distracted from my thought process. What I made notes for the group, and I don't want to be distracted by people who are in the wrong chat. Okay. Affirmations that you're doing in the 60-day challenge, affirmation that you're doing are meant to change your mental state. And this is what I've learned from Bob Proctor. The only way to pay is by PayPal. Yeah, PayPal is the only way I have on this website, but the price is symbolic. So if you just want to send me a gift card instead for the same value that everybody else paid, I'd be happy to send it to you. I don't care about the payment for this. So just Starbucks.com, send me $15, or Amazon is fine. Okay. So if you don't have PayPal, I want to show you something cool that I learned from Bob Proctor. Okay. So he's saying the mind, I'll show it to you in a second. So this is the conscious mind and this is the subconscious mind. So in the conscious mind, we have a thought that's X, right? But the subconscious mind works on a paradigm. And this is everything we learned. This is what manifests, right? From the subconscious. The paradigm is the way we have been programmed from childhood to think and to act and to believe. Like, for example, money doesn't grow on trees. I'm not the best looking person in the world. I can't hope for much. I can't hope from a lot of love or what have you. Okay. So what you're trying to do, let's say your thought X here, which is I am wealthy, right? You're trying to push I am wealthy. And you're trying to push this into the subconscious so it manifests, right? So now you're doing affirmations and you're trying to manifest. But unless you change the paradigm, the subconscious is just going to take it and push it out because it doesn't match who it is. It doesn't match what it knows, right? And this is why we have to work on changing the paradigm in the subconscious. This is why a lot of people have difficulty, even though they're doing 1,000 affirmations, they're doing 300 affirmations, 300 rituals. They can't change the paradigm. They're not working with the paradigm. And this is what we're doing. We're doing in a combination of affirmations, of group power, of sending energy, of doing meditations together that, to change this paradigm. A lot of people have the incorrect paradigm. Now, some people do have the correct paradigm, especially people who grew up very rich, children of the elites. I'm very sure they were taught how to think correctly from childhood. Okay. It's all the paradigm is all thoughts you gathered about the world and about yourself between the ages of 2 and 7, they say, or 9 or something like this. And this is what the problem is, right? So if you observed your parents fighting, you might have certain ideas about marriage, or if you observed your parents saving, using coupons, telling you that money doesn't grow on trees and all of that, then, it's stuck in there. Believe it, it's stuck in there. I stayed up especially for you, Mona. You were on the live yesterday, Queen. I know you're in England. Go to bed. I guess I love having you part of the group. I know you always send me, and you finally sent me the correct story today about your life. And I acknowledged and agreed to it. So here's what I tell people in my group when they email me, oh, this is what's happening. Why is it not happening for me? Where I have you? I said, don't ever tell me about what's happening in 3D, right? If you want a response from me, write me about your ideal life and I will agree to it. And as you're writing to me, like you're writing in a diary, if you don't want to write in a diary, I will, at some point, there's someone in our group who combined parts of it that I know are real with parts of it that are her manifestations. And I'm like, I don't even know which one is which is great because I'm observing you into the exact life you want. So just the thought of observation, if you guys haven't seen my video today on quantum physics and observation, you should. But it's all about how everything exists in the waveform. And when you observe it, you collapse it into particle. Particle is something that's manifested in our 3D reality. And that's how things come to be. So whatever you're observing is what's true for you. Let's see. I was brought up getting everything I wanted. Now being older, when I'm told not or to be patient, it's hard. Yeah, for sure it would be. But this is difficult, right? Because you have to look at what is it in your subconscious that has created these ideas that the world will not treat you the same as, like, if you had a good childhood, why can't you have it good for the rest of your life? You know what I mean? Why can't people be agreeable to you like a lot more people? Let's think about this. Why can't you expect the same from the world as from your parents? Because in your paradigm, you're probably told at some point, you were lucky, okay, that you had great parents, but the world is going to kick you in the butt. Thank you for all the ice cream cones or whatever these things are. How do we change our subconscious quicker? Don't put a time frame on the subconscious. You have to do the daily work in my challenge, okay? If you're done the challenge, I will have something else after for everybody who's done the challenge. A lot of people are on their day 35, 36. That would be, I only put it out about a month and a half ago. And I want everyone to do the concepts meditation on my YouTube as often as possible, not one time. You need to be able to repeat those concepts to me about the way the world works. And before you go to bed, you need to tell yourself those things. This is how it works. I have been told incorrectly that, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and something's going to happen and I'll have no control over it and I'll have to deal with it. I'll have to deal with life rather than create life. They told you to face reality, when in fact, nobody told you create reality. And you should stop and ask yourself, why is reality unfolding the way it's unfolding? Why? Always ask yourself, why do I think the way I do? Like, why do I think the way I do? Are these even my thoughts? I think 70% of our thoughts are not even our thoughts. You know what I mean? Like they're thoughts picked up from society. Like money doesn't grow on trees, right? Only supermodels are worthy of love or whatever. I don't know what other ideas are out there in society. You have to work hard to get money. You have to bury yourself in your room and work for 5 years. If you're doing online business or what have you, if you work in a corporation, you got to work for 20 years before you be promoted to executive or what have you. Why do you think the way you do? Why do you think that? Stop and ask, why do I think that? Right? You seem like an Aquarius. I'm an August Leo. My trees grow money. Exactly. I saw 1111 all the time while I'm manifesting since this year. What should I do? The numbers that you see. So I have an exercise for my group, but I'll share it with anybody. The way I talk to the universe is I have a 3-digit number that when repeated, when I see it in my world, it means yes, or a confirmation that I'm on the right track. Or if I ask a question, the answer is yes. So let's say this number is 1 to 3. It's not 1 to 3. So it should be just meaningful to you. When I see it on, let's say I have a question and I say, should I do this? If I drive today and I see this somewhere in an address on a license plate, it means yes. If I don't, it means not really, or I'm not really attuned. Some days I see my number sequence, I'm telling you 5, 6 times, and it's like a random 3-digit number. So it's not like 111. It's not like that. Like every digit is different. So this is how you should be talking to the universe. You should assign meaning to these numbers. Don't look for meaning on the internet. What does 111 mean? What does 222333 mean? You know what? It means what you want it to mean. You have a 2-way communication with the universe. Just say, when I see 111, it means I should do this. If you don't want me to do this, if this is not in my highest interest, then I should see 222. If I'm meant to reach out to my SP, I'm meant to see, make it difficult, 798. You know what I mean? Because usually you are not meant to reach out to your SP. All right. Let's see, where were we? Oh, you're an August Leo too, Ashley. That's so cool. I'm not going to say the date on the live, but it's so cool to know that. They just accepted into our energy field. Let's see. Is it best to say with affirmations? Is it best to say with feeling after meditation? Yes. All your affirmations, you say them until you believe them, right? So if you're doing an affirmation, I don't know, let's pick something trivial. Like, let's say I am pretty. Okay. I am beautiful. Okay. You look in the mirror and I'm like, I'm really beautiful. Like, look at me. I'm so beautiful. I'm like, you gotta convince yourself of that. Do the best you can to convince yourself of that. Okay. If you're doing, I am wealthy, you're looking at all these houses on the internet that you're going to buy, or, I'm not suggesting go out there and spend money, but you're looking at expensive things, or you might tour a home or see a car. You're like, yeah, I am wealthy. This feels so good. This feels like it fits me like a glove. This is me. This is perfect. I'm wealthy. Like, obviously this is my house. You know what I mean? Like, I can totally throw a personal item in that house, in your imagination and keep it there, like, I don't know, your pet or your old chest of drawers from your grandma that you're going to take with you in any house that you move into. So whatever assigned meaning to happens in my reality. I was talking about numbers specifically because somebody asked me about numbers. Did you understand that? How to manifest my dream job. Are you doing the 60-day challenge? Somebody manifested in the challenge, somebody manifested having her application for immigration approved within the first 10 days of doing the challenge, and she was waiting for 6 years. That's not bad. Yeah, so if you're manifesting your dream job, in my program, I have 4 aspects where we're working. The price of this is symbolic. It's like almost free, right? It's like $15. I want everybody to do it, okay? But you have to tune into the lives and do the work every day for at least 60 days. So I have relationships, body, career, and money. And you have to work on all of those aspects to rise in frequency and to rise into the identity of this person who has their dream job. Queen, I need to go to sleep now. Go to sleep. Good night. Good night. I'm sure I'll hear from you soon. What do you think about numerology? I don't really think about it, to tell you the truth. I don't think the only way I communicate via numbers is the numbers, the meaning of the numbers is the meaning that they have to me. Sometimes I see my own birthday and that's a good sign. You know what I mean? Like I don't actually have numbers that I assign a bad sign to. Do your best to convince yourself of your affirmations. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And do your best. This is why it's daily work, guys. This is why, I even created this challenge. By the way, if you guys don't know, I was inspired to do this while I was in a deep meditation at one of Dr. Joe Dispenza's seminars. He's incredible. If you guys have a chance to go to one of his seminars, one of his, it's usually like 7 days. It's very, very, very intense. Very intense. But really like you merge into a group of people that are doing the exact same thing. And this group thing is really amplifying the power in the room. I started doing Joe's You Are the Placebo meditation. It's very good. Yeah, his meditations aren't easy. A lot of them are very difficult because the breath that you're supposed to draw is really from the base, the base of your spine all the way up, and you're supposed to contract certain muscles in a certain way. So they're not easy fall asleep to meditations. They're like either deep thought type meditations or they are, sort of like even like physical, like you have to physically do something. But he's just amazing. And he's a mystic, huh? You guys should know that about him. I know he's a medical doctor and he advertises himself as such, but he doesn't do anything on science. Like the stuff he does is like incredible. I can't find you on YouTube. It's under the same handle at Finer Manifestation with a PH, or my name, Mona.khad, Khad. And it's grouped under the playlist meditations. I only have one meditation. Oh, and I have like an exercise with the hands by a river, but you just got to do the 17-minute concept meditation. Only one number came out for yesterday's numbers, but going to play them tonight for Mega Millions. Play at your own risk. We pulled some numbers yesterday. We won't do it again today because I don't want people to be focused on the lottery. I want people to play the lottery whenever they feel like it, whenever they have the impulse, but they have to allow the universe to bring what they want to them in an infinite numbers of ways. I can't open the file in my phone. Did you just purchase the file? I can email it to you at the end of this live. So you have to click on my link, purchase it, and it should automatically download. If it doesn't automatically download, email me. The system will send me a purchase confirmation. Just say, this is my purchase confirmation. Just send it to me and I will email it to you. Yeah, sometimes it does that. Sometimes people also enter their email incorrectly. And the only way I know that is because I reply to every email to agree with the manifestation. By the way, when you guys get the guide, there's a section there that says, let me know your top manifestation so I can agree to it. It's very powerful, in my opinion, someone's agreement to what you're trying to manifest. So that's why I put that there. Make sure you put something there. Some people leave it blank, and that's not a good thing. Yesterday on the live, so basically I do my lives every Tuesday and Thursday to guide those who want to learn along. If you weren't on it, we were talking about luck and revision, and I want to revisit some of the concepts before I go back to something else. Some of the concepts we talked about. So luck. A lot of people see it as random, or they see themselves not deserving of luck. And a lot of people find it insulting when they achieve something and they're being told they're lucky, right? Because we all want the satisfaction of people telling us, you worked hard for this, you deserve this, right? You need the world's validation. So you got to check yourself, check your inner self and say, is this a thought I hold, that I must work hard for something in order to get it, right? Because whatever it is, if it's career or even if it's love, if it's your SP, if you need to perform, if you need to do something extra and special in order to please this person, if you think that way, this is the sponsoring thought in the paradigm that we talked about, okay, that you got to change. I want to win this car. I've been buying in for so long now. Remove the word I want and say, I am so happy and grateful now that I'm driving the car of my dreams. In my YouTube meditation, I actually tell you how to think about having your new car. Okay? You have to feel that you're inside the car. Stop observing the car from the outside. And do the 60-day challenge in my bio. Let's see what's here. I was mainly drawn to it after a spiritual awakening and a health challenge. It wasn't, okay. Picture yourself driving it and pulling into your garage. Yeah, not just pulling into your garage, put a personal item into the car. Like put a charm on the mirror or what have you. Put your lipstick somewhere along there. Just put something of yours in the car that you're driving and see the car from the inside only, not from the outside. But you have to do this daily. That's how I manifested my new car. Me too. That's how I also manifested my car when I was manifesting my car. So I went from a Hyundai to a Land Rover. Over analyzing, fixating, worrying, not trusting self. Look, guys, trust is a huge component of this. Trust, you have to trust the universe with the how. If you provide an instruction and you know that this formless substance is absolutely, not a million, an infinite more times more intelligent than you, you have to leave the how to the infinite substance that's creating for you. You can't put it as in, I'm in this new car and then be like, but how am I going to get this car? How am I going to get this car? Like how, I don't understand, like how am I going to make this happen? Maybe I'll get this new job. Maybe I'll win it at a draw. Maybe, you know, my father will buy it for me. My husband will buy it for me. You're thinking about the how. You're collapsing the wave that I'm talking about in my video from today into 3 ways in which it can come to you, or 4 ways. And that eliminates perhaps the best way in which it can come to you. Don't forget, you can never actually connect the dots looking forward. You can always connect them only looking back and being like, yeah, you know, this is actually something I really wanted and it came to me. My God, I didn't think it would come to me this way. That is what manifestation is. That is when you know you got it by doing this work, right? It doesn't come. I also have a video on 3 ways on how you can manifest things. And, one of the ways is just doing it in 3D, right? Like it's just, you want a house, you save up until you have the down payment for that house. You do an Excel spreadsheet, how long it's going to take you, how much money you got to put aside. And if you want to have control, you can do it from 3D. Okay. Or you can do it from the way we do it, where we just don't think about how it's going to come. That video really opened my eyes for sure. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. You just can't be double-minded. Okay, you can't do both. You can't do it in 3D and also through manifestation, because every time you step in, the universe steps out. Okay, it has to because your free will reigns supreme. So if you're saying, I want this, bring it to me, it's now creating the opportunities. But then you say, oh no, but like, I'm going to get in my new job. The universe just steps aside and says, okay, well, do you know what I mean? Like you're confusing it. Sometimes it's hard because the mind gets in the way, or I get in my own way. Yeah. Well, that's the point. The point is you create with your mind. You have random thoughts. You're going to have a random life. What other content creators do you recommend? Are you talking for manifestation? I really like a guy who's quite young, but he's got such a grasp of Neville Goddard. Okay, he knows it by heart, and his handle is BW Manifesting, or BW. His name is Brendan Woods, but he teaches it specific Neville Goddard, and that's interpretation of religious scriptures into. You'll see it. I can't really describe it, but I think you'll enjoy. His content is different than my content, but it's the same ideas. He has the one that reached out. So the guy I mentioned for different content, but really, really concise content is BW Manifesting. Love Neville Goddard. I am rereading it now. Neville Goddard is simple, but it's not easy because he's all about law of assumption, and law of assumption is not easy. SP reached out after 8 months, said he wants while having girlfriend, then blocked me, said he doesn't cheat. I'm not understanding that. He wants to get back together with you. Have you been manifesting him? I don't know the background of this story. So, you should probably, if you want to be part of our group, you should be doing the 60-day challenge. He repeats the same thing over and over again, but it's because we need it. Yeah, he repeats, but it's also about assuming the reality that you want. Like I try Neville Goddard and I got all this literal manifestation. So one example is he's talking about how he manifested his wife. And he said that for a few weeks, he stopped thinking about, oh, she needs to be this height, this age, this look. And he only saw himself wearing a wedding ring. And because he was wearing his wedding ring, he was telling his mind that, I'm now married. So him being married means he already found the girl of his dreams, right? So it's assuming from the end point, the end, what you're trying to assume, to manifest. And he met his wife a few weeks later. She came to one of his seminars. He spotted her in the crowd and he talked to her and he married her like 2 months later or something like that. They were married for like 50 years. So he's telling the story when they were married like 40 years. I thought it was great. This was years ago when I was doing Neville. Okay, I'm going to try that. So I'm like seeing this gorgeous wedding ring on my finger. And then I went to a parking lot and I found one on the ground. It was like exactly as I imagined, like, with three side diamond studded Tiffany wedding band. And I was like, that's not what I meant. Neville, I'm a literal manifester. It's not going to work for me. Let's see. He imagined himself being divorced. I don't know. Tell us about the double. Okay. So the double is very, very frequent in manifestation when you're in the flow. You ask for one thing and you get two. You get either two choices or you get double of what you have asked. This is for people who are in the flow. This is how you know you're in the flow of things. It's confirmation from the universe that it's heard you and it's returning to you more than what you asked for. It's usually double. Okay. It comes double, triple, 4 times, but it doesn't come like if you're manifesting $500, it would be 1,000 or 1,500 or do you see what I mean? Like it wouldn't be like 650. So that's what the double is. If you're manifesting a man to love you, you're going to get 2 men who love you or 2 men who are crazy after you. You're going to get 2 exes and somebody new, something like that. Right? So that is what the double is. When you get a double, acknowledge it. Don't be scared of it. Okay. And we had 2 people in our group because last week's challenge was $500 and a turtle. People got double turtles. Ashley, how many turtles did you get? You got so many turtles. Okay. And then somebody manifested $1,030. So let's say $1,000, completely unexpected. And somebody else, 1,400, right? So that's triple almost. Also unexpected. So the whole point of this, it can't be like your regular paycheck. That's not manifestation. Ashley manifested 3 to 4 turtles. Most people manifested turtles all week. I only seen one. See, I asked for the Lamborghini something. I saw 2 Lamborghinis. I got double red shoes and double my Thursdays a month. You see? That means you're in the flow. I don't repeat the names. I know like you guys contact me personally and tell me the stories on my email. By the way, I'm there for my group. So my group emails me. If you're part of the challenge, feel free to email me with success stories or just to say, hi, I'm doing this to stay accountable on your work, where you're at. People in the challenge, the story with the coffees, if you guys don't know, and I'm saving all my Starbucks notifications on my email because at some point I'm going to show just how many I have. I already got like 20 of them since we started this challenge. It's like I only accepted from people in my group. When you have something unexpected, highly beneficial happen to you, both unexpected and highly beneficial while doing this challenge, send me a $5 coffee. So I have a coffee and think of you and celebrate with you. Starbucks.com. But I only accepted from people in my group. Okay, just to be clear, I don't need free coffees. I'm very serious about this manifestation work, group energy, group power. And I want to have the coffee think of you and increase the group power because of your success story. When you manifest having a bigger revenue, do you jump to a big value or go slowly? You definitely go as far as your mind allows. I actually have a video about this because I got really ticked off with a creator who said, all you got to do to earn 100 grand a month is for you to think to assume you earn 100 grand a month. And this is true, but people can't assume that. Right? People can't. Assuming that means you live that way. You live that way in that identity, right? So right away, if you earn 100 grand a month, when you go to the grocery store and you check the price of grapes, you're no longer earning 100 grand a month. When you go to your drawer and you put on your socks that have a hole in it and you're like, oh, it's not a big deal, because nobody sees my sock. That is not something a person who's earning 100 grand a month would be doing. Do you see what I mean? So it's very easy to say that, I'm assuming that, but then you have to live it. You have to live it. You have to let go of things. You're like, oh, I no longer need this chipped cup because now I'm earning 100 grand a month. I'm going to throw it away. If you're not able to do these little things, it's not going to happen. This is why I always say, go slow. Okay? When I did my major manifestation so I've been in this work since 2014. And my work, I had a corporate role that was paying very good money. It was over 6 figures, but I was working like a dog. And I was like, my God, for the work that I'm doing, I should be making like 6 times as much or what have you. I had a number in mind and my mind went like clunk. Like it was like, there's no way I could ever, ever, ever make that money. Right. So then I knew right away that's the wrong assumption for me because my mind was going to struggle with me too much. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go small. I'm going to say next year, I'm going to have a flexible schedule and I'm going to make more money than I made this year. And that's exactly what happened, right? It was like 10 grand more or 15 grand more, but it didn't matter because this was believable to me. It was believable that via a series of events, I would no longer be working like a dog. I would have a flexible schedule. I'd be working hard maybe 3 days a week. The other 2 days, maybe much less. And that's exactly what happened because my mind was able to believe that. Get it? It's very, very different. I couldn't put it out there. I'm earning $1 million a year. My mind couldn't go there and I couldn't live that lifestyle. So that's just a waste of time and energy. And you get frustrated when that doesn't happen for you, right? This is why in my challenge, we have these little things to increase our belief and our trust in our powers. Because if I say manifest a turtle and you see that in a group, I think we're just over 100 people, like 80 people are able to do it. All of a sudden you're like, okay. If I can manifest a turtle, maybe I can manifest $20. You manifest your $20, then maybe I can manifest 500 and so on. Okay. For me, I couldn't believe that I can win this car. Yeah. And you know what? There's no reason why you couldn't believe you can win this car because you see you never should worry about the probability, but just the possibility. The moment you enter a draw or you enter the lottery, you have the same chance as the person who wins it. So why couldn't you believe? Maybe you couldn't believe you could buy the car because the car is really expensive. You're not worth that. But everybody should be able to think that there is 100% possibility that you can win that car. You see what I mean? Your weight video was amazing. Thank you. I got a private message and somebody said, like, why are you telling people that all your pictures were from last year? And, you know, I bet you're not even whatever, you know? So I usually don't give into this, but when I rewatched my weight video, I realized that all my pictures of the exact weight were from last year. And I was like, okay, now in the moment I got the message, I was like, I'm not going to do it because I don't check 3D. So I woke up on like Saturday morning, on Sunday morning, I can remember when it was. And I was like, I feel 126.6 now. I'm going to do it now. So it was like a few days later after I got this message. And I just jumped on a scale and that's what it was. And I was like, okay, we're doing this little video update. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I set my weight to a certain weight in maybe April of last year. It took until June to manifest that exact weight to the decimal point. I put a decimal point to it because I wanted to make sure it's my manifestation. And it's been like that every time I've checked. But again, I don't check all the time. So I have a video of the progress over months and months. And then I did an update video from this week. You can all do it. I'm not special. You can all do it. Just try it. Try it with a weight that's believable to you. This weight was believable to me. It's a cool idea. I have some cutoff shorts I imagine wearing. Yes, just do it, but do it with a believable weight, right? So whatever weight you are, do it for, I don't know, if you want to weigh less, just do it for 10 pounds less. I don't own a scale. That's even better. Then do it with a pair of pants that, you know, are maybe not fitting anymore. You're like, when I put on this pants, I look like $1 million. See yourself in those pants that are now a size too small or 2 sizes too small. Do it that way. It doesn't have to be the weight. You are so fascinating and your energy level is insanely powerful. That's the idea of doing this group. We're all growing in energy. I'm happy to hear this. I'm here for my group all the time. And we receive by giving. Do you see what I mean? We receive by giving. You have to be certain that you have something very valuable to give in order to receive. In the circle, we are all one, as you say. Yes, we're all one, but a more powerful one. So I hope you understand about the luck. Okay, if you're playing the lottery, whatever you're doing, you have to feel lucky before you win. Okay, and you have to remember the possibility of me winning is 100%. Never think about the probability because the possibility of you being the winner is 100%. Okay, that's the one with the luck. You have to make the decision first. You decide that you have that car, whoever's talking to me about this car, that they didn't think they were going to win. You have to make the decision that you have the car. Now, you can forget about how it's going to come to you. So I don't necessarily agree that you should focus on winning it. You should just focus on driving that car. And if you're doing that, the car may come to you in ways that you don't even expect. I didn't win my Land Rover. Just like the set of circumstances, like it didn't come to me for free. You know what I mean? But in the end, I was driving the exact car that I wanted to drive. Because I decided I'm a Land Rover girl. Okay? I'm no longer a Hyundai girl. Can you explain the 3D response? I just joined and I'm going through the documents. What 3D response? Well, 2 days ago, I had a gut feeling to say, went by a lotto ticket, won $65, and I never play lotto. Exactly. You got to feel when that feeling comes over you. Okay. If you guys don't know, my lottery stories, like I pretty much 9 out of 10 always win every draw, but it's small amounts. It's like always like 5, 20, 500. The most I won was about 8,000. It was 79 something. I had like 6 out of 7, plus the bonus, for the 7,000. I think she meant when you said you don't respond in 3D. Okay. So whatever you observe will manifest in some way in your life. Okay? So if you are observing, to the queen that said, I think she left alive because it was late in London, England, she sent me an email in which she said, my work, they're being racist. I deserve this. I'm not sure why it's not happening. I said, do not write to me about observing your 3D. That's not what this group is about. I want you to go back to the whole day and rewrite it to me differently. Okay? You're not reacting. When 3D shows you, she got passed on a promotion, right? When 3D shows you that, just say, I don't accept. And I have a crazy story that happened about a month ago. I said it to the group before. And it was about my friends, like a family friend of ours, her daughter just finishing university. She applied for a job and she got declined. They said, we're going to give it to somebody else. So when I visited this family friends, she was upset. And I said, Lexi, what happened? And then she said that. And I said, no, just that didn't happen. They offered you the job. She's like, no, they didn't. And I see her mom looking at me like, like she's not into this, right? And I said, and because Lexi was like, she just finished university, so she's probably like 21, 22, right? She basically, her mind was able to absorb what I was saying. And what had happened is the HR company contacted her a few days later and said, this is like almost embarrassing, but the person we gave the job to actually reneged after she signed a job contract with us. Because she went somewhere else. She got a better offer, went somewhere else. So you are our second choice. Would you still like the job? So don't accept what you don't want. Don't accept. Don't think just because the world tells you, no, it's not your turn. It's not you. You're not the choice. You're not the option. No, wait a second. I'm the only option, actually. I'm the only option. I keep manifesting I am married to SP, but she blocked me on WhatsApp. I think it's a purge like Neville. You are married to your SP 100%. At some point, keep her on block and you can block her also. Do not observe her on social media with somebody else or without you. So here's a perfect example of observation, right? You do not observe something you don't want. So don't look at your SP's social media. So block her. In a couple of months, you're going to unblock her. And then when the universe tells you the time is right, you're just going to show up in her life. Don't make it creepy, right? Just show up and tell her, I'm here because I'm the man for you. Now don't take no for an answer. I want to make you happy for the rest of your life. You understand? From the point of struggle that you are right now, the blocked, and you're not at the state of mind where you're actually believing this. You have to let some time pass. So we decline this experience in 3D. Exactly. I would love to hear that. See? Exactly. You have a woman's confirmation. She would love to hear that. That's what women like. I also have a relationship account that's for realists, right? And I tell men to protect, provide, and prioritize women. And I often think, if I were a man, I could honestly have any woman I'd want, as long as I had access to her and I was like 5'9" or taller. Mine came back a month ago, but it wasn't how I wanted, so I didn't respond much. Yeah, don't accept less than what you want. Don't accept a text if you want marriage. Something triggered me yesterday. I had a meltdown for a few hours. How do I pull myself out of that? Don't try to manifest while you're having a meltdown. Don't try to do anything. You need to get over, you need to remind yourself that it's okay for us to react. Okay. We're only human. The only question is how long you're going to stay in that state of reaction. There's people who still react to things that happened to them 5 years ago, right? Their ex cheated on them. They're like, my wall is up because my ex cheated on me when 25 years ago. So something triggered you yesterday. Let 24 hours, 48 hours pass. Put yourself in a good feeling mood, whichever way you can. Okay, go for a walk, do whatever you enjoy, eat some chocolate, whatever you can to get high. Definitely come back on the live on Thursday. We're here for you. We're sending you good energy. And just remember that 3D, like our emotional response, creates more of the same thing. So don't put any of that emotion back in. Just say, okay, I reacted, that's fine, and now I'm over it. I'm feeling more and more confident and sure of what I deserve. Yeah, it's a process. Like, we're all at different levels, right? It's all about our childhood paradigm. Some of us have worse paradigms than others, guys. That's why we're working on this together. Let's see what time it is. 7:50. We gotta do, here's what we do. I only stay on this for 1 hour. I am gonna leave you guys with some homework for this week. I'm gonna take this one last question because I love it. How do I get out of the mindset there's not enough money in the world to have what I desire? They're printing money every day. You know that. When there isn't enough money in the world, more will be created. The supply is infinite. In your worksheet, okay, I want you to say the supply is infinite. You're not drawing, you're not taking from somebody else. This is why I stopped manifesting money on the street. Once thought of manifesting $100 and I got it 2 times in the summer. Like, I just found it on the ground, and then I just wasn't comfortable with the idea that somebody had to lose that money for me to have it. So I just let that one go, and I was like, I want all my money to come from the abundant supply where there's so much money. And when it runs out, more will be printed, more will be created, new opportunities will be created, right? Start noticing abundance of air, water, leaves. Leaves are a good one. No need to harm another to be abundant. Yeah, I didn't want to find money on the street anymore. So then I never did. I still found like pennies or something, but I never found like paper money after that. The abundance tree, we're going to do that meditation on Thursday. Remember that, your paradigm might be, if you ever heard your parents say, I believe it when I see it. You need to scratch that paradigm, okay? Believing when you see it requires no belief. That means you have no belief. You believe it when you see it means you're just observing it. Let's think about this. You have to believe first. That's what we're working on. So if you guys are new here, what I do with my group is we end with some rituals on every live. And one of them is the same every week. We do the tapping, the 369 tapping. You do it with me while I look into the camera. You look into the camera, then you put your phone away and you sit with that feeling for 5 minutes before you go scroll. That's what we do on every live. And then we do something else, like another meditation or something, just to put us in the mood. It's also a good time to do your affirmations in the evening, if after my live, because you're left with this feeling. And what I did on Monday I do a 12 p.m. live for my people in Europe and Australia. I did I am meditation. I read I am statements and you repeat them out loud after me. If you can't repeat them out loud because you're with people, repeat them in your head, but it's best if you repeat them out loud. So we're going to go into the I am. The whole practice is going to take like about a minute and a half, but you have to be very present for it. So there'd be no messaging or anything like that. Okay. So I want to go into the I am, the same one I did yesterday. I'm going to do this one today and Thursday. And then we're going to end with the tapping. With the tapping, we say one affirmation, I am a winner, which can apply to all areas of our lives. And afterwards, I quietly end the live. I will be back on Thursday at the same time. Let's commence. Please close your eyes if you want to participate. And repeat after me. Take one breath. I am happy. I am powerful. I am prosperous. I am selected. I am capable. I am incredible. I am strong. I am put forward. I am lucky. I am a joy. I am able. I am rich. I am wanted. I am generous. I am accepted. I am smart. I am promoted. I am focused. I am recognized. I am the one. I am a blessing. I am success. I am chosen. I am a leader. I am healthy. I am protected. I am creating. I am abundant. I am perfection. I am harmony. I am the best. I am what people want. I am a gift. Take a breath and open your eyes. We'll go right into the tapping. Put your hands together and repeat after me. I am a winner. 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 I am a winner.